Russian President Vladimir Putin's brutal claim that America and the West will tire of this brutal war before him looks better by the day. Nearly 7 weeks after President Joe Biden demanded $60 billion from Congress for Kyiv's arms and ammunition reinforcements and $14 billion for Israel, nothing has happened. Aid to Ukraine has dealt a serious blow to Ukraine's prospects, and now it has been dragged into a separate mess by Republicans over immigration. The impasse, along with diminished expectations that Congress will act before holidays, led to striking warnings from the White House on Monday, heralding a critical moment in war. "We're running out of money and we're almost out of time," Biden's national security advisor Jake Sullivan told reporters. Sullivan's comments prompted Office Management and Budget Director Shalonda Young to warn House Speaker Mike Johnson that cutting off flow of U.S. weapons and equipment would bring Ukraine to its knees on the battlefield, not only putting Ukraine's gains at risk, but also increases likelihood Russia's military victory. Ukraine's ambassador to the USA, Oksana Markarova, also called on MPs not to leave her country. "After winning so much, we can't lose anymore," he told CNN's Wolf Blitzer. "We are all praying and looking forward to additional support from the American people." Video. Feedback: enemy drone dropped a grenade on the soldier's trench. Hear how he survived. 0316 Source: CNN. The alarmist tone raised the question of whether administration's frustration was a political tactic designed to mobilize Congress or whether it reflected genuine concern that the U.S. military hotline supporting Ukraine's resistance was actually under threat. Given failure of Congress, and especially chaotic GOP majority in House, to carry out even most basic duties of government, concerns bordering on panic in West Wing may be justified. Growing doubts about the U.S. commitment coincide with a harsh winter in which Russia is again expected to target Ukrainian civilians and the power plants that keep them warm. There are new signs that Moscow has managed to rebuild its depleted forces. Weapons is deploying new missiles, drones from allies such as North Korea, Iran. Meanwhile, Israel's war against Hamas has overshadowed Ukraine in recent weeks. It's a situation that President Volodymyr Zelensky has publicly worried about in recent days. While Ukraine's survival is at stake, so is the United States' reputation as a global leader. Just 2 weeks ago, Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin went to Kiev and publicly told Zelensky, "We will stay with you for the long term." But can United States actually deliver on that promise? Both in short-term Ukraine funding scramble and likelihood that former President Donald Trump, who is hostile to Ukraine and has always been in Putin's favor, has a good chance of returning to White House? It was once unthinkable that Washington would abandon a democratic, sovereign country struggling against a